Welcome back to Hoshi Ori Mirai series, the series where we talk about all the routes in the visual novel Hoshi Ori Mirai. So, we're finally here at the final episode. Thank you so much for joining me on this series. It's been just an amazing journey. Just talking about Hoshi Ori with you guys, it's just really cool. So, let's just get all the emotional stuff out of the way because I'm really gonna miss talking about this visual novel since this is the final episode of the series. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the final route in the visual novel. Let's take a look at the story of the astronomy lover, Sora Ousaka. Before meeting Sora, as Ryosuke heads to enter the school to finalize his transfer, he looks up to see something floating in the sky. As he picks it up from the ground, he sees that it's a golden paper star. On the back, it says, "I wish to see you again." After making your way toward the school and up to the school's roof, you see a student looking at a telescope. What stands out to Ryosuke is her light blue hair, which makes her look very pretty. She doesn't respond much to him, only with silence and nods. He asks if he could see what she's seeing, to which she allows. He soon sees a very detailed look at the moon, to which she explains the small craters on it, as well as explaining that she's a part of the astronomy club. As Ryosuke begins his school life, he introduces himself to the student, to which she also introduces herself to him. Her name? Sora Ousaka. She tells him that she is the astronomy club president even though she is a first year, as well as explaining that she is the only member in the club. For today's viewing, Sora shows Ryosuke a beautiful look at the ocean, to which he is at awe by what he is viewing. She's perplexed by his reaction, but she doesn't mind it. Ryosuke then walks around the school to confirm with the many clubs if they are participating in the festival. That's where they talk with Sora and ask if she is participating. She says no because she's the only member of the club. Ryosuke says that if she participates, she can find new friends who enjoy astronomy. But she replies to him saying, "All I want is to be able to take my time looking at the stars. That's what makes me happy." While Ryosuke gives up on trying to make her join, she looks back and feels bad for her because she just looks lonely over there. Ryosuke's friend Suichi explains that he went through a similar experience as to what Ryosuke went through. Even if that person feels lonely, having another person by their side isn't all that bad. In fact, it's rather nice. So Ryosuke asks both Sora and Misa one last time if they would like to join the festival, to which they agree once Marika and Natsuki say they'll help them. And as usual, the camping trip is created in order to form a better bond between everybody. In another day, as Ryosuke looks up to the stars, he texts Sora asking about any constellations that would be easy to find, to which she gladly explains to him. Ryosuke sees that she is truly passionate about the stars and hopes that with Sora's incredible talent with teaching the stars, he could find the perfect use for those skills in the festival. On the day of the camping trip, Ryosuke goes over to check on Sora, who is peeling vegetables. Ryosuke talks with her about the future, to which surprises Sora. He asks if she would like to watch the stars for the rest of her life, to which she gladly smiles, saying that it would make her really happy. We always get a cute moment between the two as Ryosuke is cutting up onions and crying uncontrollably. Sora uses her handkerchief to clear his tears as she stands close to him. Honestly, a very cute moment. We soon arrive in Sora's route. After some small talk with Sora, she still refuses to participate in the festival, even after having fun during the camping trip. Ryosuke explains that Misa is already doing her part and asks that even a little idea could help out a lot. Sora tells him that she'll think of an idea, and once she found the perfect idea, she'll tell Ryosuke. During an event committee meeting, Suichi tells Ryosuke his goal. His goal is to get Sora to participate in the festival, as well as helping her with whatever idea she comes up with. So, Ryosuke will participate alongside Sora in the astronomy club, so that they can both develop a good idea for the festival. As they wait for the nighttime sky to shine, Ryosuke takes Sora to go and eat somewhere, and he takes him to eat something she has never eaten before: a burger. While she likes it, she hates the pickles. Either way, this part is really cute. The days pass by as Ryosuke continues to support Sora, where, thanks to Ryosuke's actions, they were able to get access to stay later in school to finally look up and view the nighttime skies and its beautiful stars. It's where we get another wholesome small moment where Sora lays Ryosuke down as she lays his head on her legs to get a better look at the stars. This all culminates to Ryosuke slowly realizing that he's getting feelings for Sora. During another school day, thanks to Natsuki, we soon learn that Sora is waiting for her first love. Remember that star she wrote in the beginning of the video? That's her wishing that she would get the chance to see him again. Of course, for Ryosuke, he wants to know what type of guy he is, and why he's so special to Sora. Soon, Sora tells a story about how special the stars can be, especially with encounters. She explains that there was a boy who saved her when she was young. He encouraged her while he talked about the stars with her, to which she tells Ryosuke that he's kind of similar to him. She goes on to say that he taught her watching the stars can be fun, not just for yourself, but for everyone. That's where she was able to make friends, especially with Ryosuke. It's why she loves the stars. Soon, one night, Ryosuke finally gains the confidence to tell Sora that he likes her. However, Sora declines, but later tells him that she wants to think about it first, to which Ryosuke tells her that he'll patiently wait for her response. In another day, while talking with Marika, he soon realizes something about his past. He vaguely remembers being in the park when he was little talking about the stars, but with someone else. It wasn't Marika though. During another club meeting, rain starts to pour alongside thunder, so Ryosuke quickly helps out Sora by saving the telescope. However, due to this, it causes him to be sick. As he continues to sleep in his bed to get himself better, he soon recalls a dream of his childhood, where he was talking with someone about the stars. The following day, Sora comes over to his home thanks to Marika and Natsuki, where she says it felt strange without Ryosuke next to her. She tells him that she was used to being alone, but now that Ryosuke hangs out with her, she finds it strange to be alone without him. Soon, Ryosuke requests that Sora joins the festival, to which she actually accepts. Later on, she tells Ryosuke something special that he's forgotten about. Sora explains that she got lost in the festival once when she was a child, to which she reveals that she was saved by a boy. That boy was none other than Ryosuke himself. He soon goes through his memories to see if that was true, and sure enough, it was. He was the one who showed Sora how special and fun looking up at the stars was. He was the one who helped her return home after being lost. He soon finally realizes that it was him all along. Sora then tells Ryosuke that she likes him, finally accepting his confession as well as giving him a slow kiss, now fully becoming a couple. During their first date, Ryosuke comes up with an idea for the festival for Sora. Why not build a small planetarium? Which Sora believes would be a fantastic idea, and soon they finally laid out their plans for the festival. The rest of the school route is just that. We see how Sora and Ryosuke prepare themselves for the festival as they get a part-time job and get some help from their friends with building the planetarium. And of course, we get to see more romantic moments between them, including their first time making sweet love. Soon they finally build the planetarium, with Sora now feeling satisfied that they were able to complete the goal. However, as Ryosuke and Sora returns to the group after buying drinks, they find the planetarium completely collapsed due to the weight of the cardboard. Sora blames herself for the situation and cries as Ryosuke hugs her to calm herself. After talking with his boss or teacher, Azuma, along with making a few calls, he is able to get a ton of stronger cardboard to create a more stable planetarium, with Sora calling the new planetarium Starwink. The day of the festival arrives, and people are loving the planetarium. The school arc ends with Sora finally showcasing her love of the stars as she talks happily with the guests. And she also thanks Ryosuke for everything. We now move on to Sora's after story. The years have passed since the day at the festival. Ryosuke is now leaving Azuma's architect agency to finally become an independent architect. Now, after finally having enough resources and knowledge, he is able to finally work on his own, a dream he always wanted to achieve. Sora is also finally fulfilling her dream as well, as she is now a navigator for the Science Museum's planetarium, now fully communicating with the wonders of the stars to lots of people. You'll see how they'll both go through their lives now that they finally achieved their dreams, and see what new experiences await for them, whether they are positive or negative. The route ends with Sora and Ryosuke finally getting married, now together and forever. They soon head to their true destination after their wedding, a world-renowned stargazing spot, where they are both at awe with how incredible the stars look in the sky. Sora thanks him for finding him among so many stars, thanking him for bringing her here, and thanking him for falling in love with only her. The credits roll as the song Celestia plays in the background.
二人で見上げる空に真夏の希望を乗せた旋律の花月
And that was Sora's route. Honestly, this one took me by surprise when I first read it. In all seriousness, I thought I wouldn't like this route, but thankfully I genuinely enjoyed it. The route is a bit more slow paced when I first read this, but it really fits well due to the pace of Sora's character. But you can probably tell that there isn't a lot to talk about in this route, as most of the route is either Sora talking about the stars or the slow development of the planetarium. To be honest, this felt much more simpler and basic, or standard, whichever of the two. That's not really a bad thing, but it can turn a lot of people away from reading this route. The main aspect of this route is mostly the story's development. We had to remember that Sora was basically the quote-unquote true route to Hoshi Ori, since she is the first girl you meet, along with that she is in the center of the physical box of the visual novel. Plus, the story is leaning toward her route more. Of course, Rika basically replaced Sora since she is the most popular girl in Hoshi Ori, but the development in her route, whether it was Sora's life or Ryosuke's life, it was executed very well. It's cool to see Ryosuke now finally becoming an independent architect with his own business, unlike in the past routes where he still worked with Asuma. And for Sora, it's really sweet to see her character development, where she was this person who just wants to watch the stars, even if she was alone. But when Ryosuke came into her life, she started to care more about showing her love about the stars to more people. And now, she's able to do that now as an adult. So it's very satisfying to see it all play out in this route. As I said, most of the route is Sora explaining a lot about the stars to Ryosuke, explaining every detail from what specific stars appear in the night to what constellations can appear in the sky. She goes into detail with all of her information, which perfectly showcases her love of the stars and why she finds the stars to be something magical for her. I also really love Sora's design and character. She talks quietly with most of her interactions being nods or a thumbs up. So a lot of these cute scenes really bring a smile to my face, which is why some people call this the ASMR route, due to her talking less and her quiet voice, which sounds about right. The pacing was done amazingly well. Again, it's much more slower paced, but it works really well with the story and Sora's character. It brings in a more calming atmosphere to the route, especially when it comes to the scenes where Sora talks about the stars. The slower pace is a great touch to the story and makes the experience really well done. Sora's VA, Atsumi Tanizaki, perfectly captured Sora's quiet personality with her voice. I honestly couldn't think of a better voice for her. Tanizaki captured even the smallest details right. Even the sounds that Sora makes when she nods or shakes her head, it's done extremely well. Tanizaki has also done some very notable voices for other visual novels, especially as Anzu from Clover Days, Ayase from Riddle Joker, and Nene from Son of a Witch. Sora Ousaka is a quiet, blunt, yet honest person who only wants one thing in her life, to just enjoy looking up at the stars in her own leisure. But soon, she finally finds a dream where she can fully showcase and share her love of the stars with many people. And reuniting with Ryosuke allows her to fully convince herself to pursue her dream in the future. Soon, the two are able to fulfill their dreams and are now living their best lives yet, happily married where the two can do what they do best. This was the story of an honest, kind, and smart person who simply loves looking up at the stars. From when Ryosuke and Sora first met, to their first kiss, to them fully achieving their goals and getting married in the end. Sora was given the best life ever. Whether this was fate or not, for her, this was the final wish. A wish where she was given the perfect life. Also, hey, Mr. August Hale, if you are watching this video, I need you to get back to reading Hoshi Ori right now because you left it off with a cliffhanger. Well, not really a cliffhanger, but you stopped reading. So please get back to reading it. This is an official order. So yeah, Sora's route was just simply fantastic. It was a great route to end off this series, and honestly, I think it was a good way to end off the series because, like, you know, we come full circle. This was the first heroine you've ever met. And to showcase how different her route was, how devoted she was into achieving her goal, how amazing her relationship with Ryosuke and how strong it was ever since they were kids to now, it's just really cool to see how it was all executed in this route. And yeah, I just think that was a good way to end the series. Now I've heard some people say that I was like, oh yeah, this is like the ASMR route of Hoshi Ori, and yeah, I guess so. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me in this series. This series has been nothing short of wonderful. I love Hoshi Ori. Hoshi Ori is my all-time favorite visual novel. And it's really special to me talking about it with you guys because I just really want to showcase how special this visual novel is. This visual novel has a ton of romance, comedy, great characters, amazing music, and well-developed routes that are just fully satisfying to see executed. And this series was my way to showcase how amazing this visual novel is. And hopefully, with this series, you'll give the visual novel a shot. And hopefully, you'll enjoy it like I have. Anyways, I guess we'll have to end up the video right here. Thank you so much. Wait, what is that? Huh. Geniro Haruka. Well, I guess I found the next visual novel to read. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good one. Anyways, thank you so much for watching.